Welcome back to the Star Lab, the place where Cowboy fans get real talk and deep dives on America's team. Today, we're turning the spotlight on a second-year player who's flying under the radar, cornerback Caelen Carson. The Cowboys secondary is stacked with stars like Trayvon Diggs, Deron Bland, Kyer Evam. But Calen Carson might be the sleeper pick to watch in 2025. So let's break down what makes him special, what he needs to improve, and whether he can carve out a role under Eberflus's defense. Calen Carson was a mid-round pick out of Wake Forest, known for his physicality and ball awareness. He wasn't a huge name coming into the draft, but scouts loved his instincts, footwork, and toughness in press coverage. As a rookie in 2024, he saw limited action, mostly contributing on special teams and rotational packages. He finished the season with 11 tackles, 2 pass-up breakups, and some promising reps in zone coverage during cleanup duty. While the stat sheet wasn't loud, the tape shows growth and, more importantly, confidence. He didn't shy away from matchups, he held his own, and with the defense loaded with veterans, Carson made the most of every opportunity. Let's talk about what Calen Carson does well and why the Cowboys coaches are intrigued heading into year 2. Press corner specialist. Carson thrives near the long scrimmage. At Wake Forest, he was known for jamming receivers early and disrupting timing routes. He brings the same tenacity to the NFL. His long arms, the strong punch, makes him a nuisance at the snap. High football IQ. One of the biggest assets is recognition. Carson rarely gets fooled on screens, slants, and quick breaking routes. He's a film junkie and studies tendencies, which is exactly what Eberflus was looking for in DBs, tackling willingness. Carson isn't afraid to get dirty. He wraps up well, drives through a contact, and brings down ball carriers in space, a valuable trait for nickel or boundary work. Zone awareness. In cover 3 or off-man his zones, he reads the quarterback eyes, wells, and he doesn't get caught flat-footed. He shows flashes of being a smart support corner. The colonel keeps everything in front of him and forces the offense to stay patient. But no second-year corner is perfect, and there are a few areas Carson needs to tighten up if he wants to see the field more in 2025. Let's start with the biggest concern, top end speed. Carson isn't a burner. He ran a 4.5 40 at his pro day, and while that's decent, it shows on tape when covering vertical threats. Against speedy receivers, he can get stacked quickly and has to rely on technique over recovery speed. While his press technique is solid, Carson sometimes struggles flipping his hips and changing direction against sharp route runners. This can lead to separation on deep outs, double moves, and post corners. Limited field experience. He played less than 100 total defensive snaps last season. That means limited real-time reps against elite wide receivers. And that is no substitute for that live action experience. Needs to trust his technique. The zone coverage here occasionally overreacts or bites early, which opens up gaps. Coaches want him to stay patient, trust his reads, and rely on his fundamentals. So what's next with Calen Carson in year 2? The opportunity is there. Behind Diggs, Bland, and Evam, the depth chart is wide open for a hungry, smart, physical corner to make a move. He's already shown value on special teams, and if he takes a jump in training camp, particularly on one-on-ones and 7-on-7s, he can earn a nickel or dime role. Eberflus loves defensive backs that can tackle, read routes, and play with controlled aggression. All things Carson brings to the table. If he can improve his recovery speed and tighten up his man coverage technique, he'll be a real asset in sub packages and late game situation. This season is about growth, reps, confidence, and showing he belongs on the 53-man roster. Calen Carson might not be a household name yet, but he's a player worth watching. He brings grit, intelligence, and a chip on his shoulder. And sometimes that's exactly what it takes to break through in the NFL. What do you think, Cowboys Nation? Will Calen Carson carve out a role this year? Can he climb the depth chart and make a surprise in 2025? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you like this breakdown, give us a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and stay tuned for more under the radar player profiles right here on the Star Line.